Dear friends, so now today we will discuss about the first non-destructive technique, that is the visual inspection. In the previous videos we have discussed about the introduction of the non-destructive techniques. So I think this visual testing is probably the most important of all non-destructive tests, and it can be often provided valuable information to all well-trained persons. Visual features may be related to workmanship, structural serviceability, and material deterioration. And it is particularly important that the engineer is able to differentiate between the various signs of distress which may be encountered. These includes, for instance, cracks, spalling, disintegration, color changes, weathering, or lack of uniformity. Now, extensive information can be gathered from the visual inspections to give a preliminary indication of the conditions of the structure and allow formulation of a subsequent testing program. The visual inspection, however, should not be confined only to the structure being investigated. It should also be included neighboring structures or surrounding environment and the climatic condition. This is probably the most difficult aspect of the whole structural investigation or any diagnostic works, since what appears obvious to one may not be so to another, and often this omission of what happened to invest insignificant evidence can lead to a wrong conclusion being made. So now, what tools we required or equipments for the visual inspections? So in the visual inspections we required only few very less we can say that the minor instruments, such that an we have to measuring tape or ruler and markers, thermometers to take to check the temperature, binocular or telescope, and we have a crack width microscope or a this crack width gauge is useful by magnifying glasses or portable microscope in handy for close-up examination for the um, to observe the minor cracks or hairline cracks. A good quality camera with the necessary zoom and micro lenses and other accessories uh, will be useful. And a portable color chart is helpful in identify variation in the color of the concrete. In the market there are the colorful charts are available, so that with the comparison of that these charted of the existing concrete, we can compare at which state is our concrete. And a complete set of relevant drawings showing plan view, elevations, typical structural detail, and that allow to recording the observations to be made during this visual observations or visual inspections. Now, general procedure of visual inspections: before any visual test can be made, the engineer must peruse all relevant structural drawing, plan and elevations to become familiar with the structure. And available documents must also be examined, and these include technical specification, past record of test or inspection made, if any, construction records, detail of material used during the construction, methods and date of construction. And the survey should carried out sympathetically and cover the defects present, the current and past use of structure, and the condition of adjacent structure and the environmental conditions. All defects must be identified, the degree of classification similar of those who used for the fire damaged concrete, and where possible the cause identified. the distribution and extent of defects need to be clearly recognized. For example, whether the defects are random or appear in a specific pattern, and whether the defects is confined to certain locations of member or is present all over the structure. The visual comparison of similar members is particularly valuable as a preliminary to testing to determine the extent of the problem in such cases. And a study of similar structure or other structure in the local area constructed with the similar material and at the similar time can also be helpful for providing the case study, and particularly if those other structure vary in age from the one other investigation. There is a need to identify associated or accompanied defect, especially which particular defect predominant. Now, segregation or excessive bleeding at shuttering joints may reflect problem with the concrete mix, as might plastic shrinkage cracks or where honeycombing may be an indication of a low standard of construction workmanship, or we can say that the low standard of compaction. And lack of structural adequacy may show itself by excessive deflection or flexural cracking, and this may frequently be reason for an situ assessment of the structure. And this material this deterioration, and sometimes this long-term creep deformation, thermal movement or structural movement may cause distortion of door frames or cracking of windows or cracking of a structural or its finishes, floor finishes. And this deterioration is often indicated by the surface cracking, and spelling of cracking and examination of crack pattern may provide a preliminary indication of the causes. And now this systematic crack mapping is valuable diagnostic exercise when determining the cause and progress of the deterioration. This observation of the concrete surface or texture and color variation may be useful guide to uniformity, and color change in widely recognized indicator of the extent of the fire damage or any carbonation or chloride penetration. Now this visual inspection is not confined to the surface but may also include examination of bearings in case of the bridges, expansion joints, for the long constructions, drainage channels, for the irrigation structures, and similar feature of a structure. Any misuse of the structure can be identified when compared to the original designed purpose of the structure. An assessment may also need to be made of a particularly environmental condition to which each part of the structure has to be exposed. Now, in particularly the wetting and drying condition, and frequent change in temperature, frequency and change in temperature that an element is subjected to should be recorded, basically because these factors influence various mechanism of deterioration of concrete, or we can say that the corrosion of the concrete. For example, in marine structure or the structures constructed near the sea, it is important to identify the splash zone where the settlement of surrounding soil or geotechnical failure need to be recorded. And this account must also be taken for climatic and other external environmental factors at the locations, since these factors such as let the freeze thaw that is in the cold regions, and that may be considerable important when assessing the causes of deterioration. And careful and detailed record of all observations should be made as the inspection proceed. And these drawings can be marked, color shaded to indicate the local severity of the each feature. Now the defects that commonly need recording include that the cracking, which can vary widely in nature and stylish depending on the which type of mechanism and how and what is the region to form the cracks. And other are the surface pitting and the this surface staining and this differential movement or displacement, vegetation growth nearby the structure, surface voids, and honeycombing that may be due to the improper compaction of the surface or of the concrete members, bleeding marks. That means the excessive water may be mixed or excessive compaction, and constructional or lift joints and effluents. These are the basically defects that should be recorded during the this visual inspections, and classification of the degree of damage or condition required. This experience and engineering judgment, but there are the some guides are available, and we have to follow these guides. And where a large structure is to be examined, it may be appropriate to produce a plan or series of plan indicating that climatic or environmental exposure severity to this overlay the that in the structural plan. Now, application of visual inspections. Now, for the existing structures, presence of some features that require further investigation is generally indicated by the visual inspections, and it must be considered the single most important component of routine maintenance, and it will be very useful to provide the basis for the judgment related to assess and safety requirement when selecting test method and test locations. A visual inspections provide an initial indication of the condition of the concrete to allow the formulation of a subsequent testing program. And with a trained eye and person, the visual inspections can reveal substantial information regarding the structure, such as construction method, weathering or environmental effect, chemical attack, mechanical damage, or any accident or physical deterioration, abuse, or constructional deficiency or fault, or any other at the during the construction or after the construction and during the use. So these are the basics of the visual inspections. So in the next lecture we will discuss about the other NDT techniques that will be the rebound hammer. So in the next video I will upload the details of the rebound hammer and then ultrasonic pulse velocity. Thank you.